Hi, welcome to my cute bunny Easter egg Pinata tutorial. We're going to use a white chocolate Easter egg. I purchased this one from my local store. Remove all the packaging from the Easter egg and from the sweets. This is the bit that's been making me feel nervous because I don't want to break the rest of the egg. We need to cut a hole in the bottom of it so we can pop the sweets inside. I'm scoring a mark around the bottom, and then I'm going to go around again and make it just a little bit deeper. I made sure that my knife was nice and sharp to make sure I got a cut all the way through. I'm just going to check that for size for sweets. No, it needs to be a little bit bigger, so I'm going to cut round the edge with the knife again and then just pop the sweets inside. We're going to cover the board with some green fondant. I've chosen a nice bright green colour. Roll it out, just make sure it's big enough, wet the cake board and then place the fondant on top. Smooth it over with the palm of your hand and then you'll use your cake smoother just to give it a final polish. Go around the cake board with a sharp knife, go all the way around, removing the excess fondant. I then like to run around the edges just with my fingers just to make sure I've got no jagged edges. I'm now going to texture the cake board with a tough scourer. These are something that I bought in the UK. They're completely food safe. We use them for washing up. So as you can see, you can just make indents all the way around. You could use a toothbrush if you prefer. Now we're ready to secure the egg to the board. I'm doing this with royal icing. Give it a nice coating all the way around. You can see the little sweets are inside. Turn it up carefully and just place it on the board. Give it a little tweak if you need to straighten it up. Perfect. Now we're going to make the decorations for our bunny. I'm using modelling paste, and in some countries they call this Gumpaste. With the cream modelling paste, I'm cutting out two large oval shapes. I'm going to pop this to one side, and then we're going to cut out two smaller pink oval shapes and just place them on our mat. I'm going to cut out a circle for the tummy of our bunny. I'm going to cut out a love heart. This is for our bunny's nose, and then I'm going to cut out two circles for our bunny's cheeks. Place the other decorations to one side and just keep the oval shapes on your work mat. I'm attaching the pink oval shapes on top just with some water, and then we're going to cut the bottoms off just with a kitchen knife and move them to one side. A little bit of water at the top of each of the bunny's ears, and you can see I'm just putting a little crease in the top. It's quite nice to add a little bit of movement. So we're going to add a little bit of shape here. Place your bunny ears to one side, and I've used some kitchen towel just to prop them up to keep them in shape. Now it's time to give our bunny some paws. So I'm going to knead the paste, roll it into a ball, and then I'm going to place it on my work mat and cut it in half. I'm going to flatten the back a little with my fingers, and then I'm going to use the back of my knife to score two lines in. Repeat this for the other paw. We're just finishing off the bunny paws now. As you can see, I've made mine a little bit thinner. I've just trimmed a little bit off so it will sit neatly just at the base of the egg. Now we're going to make our bunny some lashes and a mouth. So I'm rolling out a thin sausage of brown modelling paste or gum paste, whatever you call it. So that's a little bit long. I'm going to take some off here and we're going to cut it into sections. So here, I'm just going to cut it in half. Make sure that they're the same length. Remove the piece that I don't need. And what I'm doing here is I'm just tapering the edges. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our knife and we're going to cut the end piece in half. And we're going to do this on both of the lashes. We need one more thin sausage of modelling paste, and this will be for our bunny's mouth. Pop them all to one side and we'll use them all once they've dried off a little. We're going to make our bunny a bow. I've rolled out some green modelling paste and I'm just going to use a simple square cutter here. So pop that through. Using a kitchen knife, just cut it in half. And then what I want you to do is turn it over and just do a line of water down the centre. You can use edible glue, but water is more than fine. Turn each end over and just pinch the middle. Nice and simple. So we're just going to make this bit a little thinner, and this is going to be the centre section of the bow. So fold it slightly, add some more water, turn it around the back and just remove the excess. And there your bow's ready. Now it's time to attach our bunny's ears, so just add a little water to the bottom of the ears. You don't want the ears completely dry, you still want them a little soft so you can move them around. And then we're going to attach the one on the opposite side. You may need to hold them for a little while. The chocolate is quite slippery. Attach the large pink circle with some water. You can use edible glue if you prefer, but water is fine. And we're going to secure the feet at the bottom of the egg. Again, putting some water on the bottom to hold them in place. We're now going to attach the bunny's nose, which is the little pink love heart that we cut out. Remember that chocolate is a bit slippery, so you may need to just pop it back in place. Again, I'm doing this all with water. So here we have one of the bunny's eyelashes. So I just put a little bit of water on the back and I've attached it on the front. And I'm going to do the same on the opposite side. If you do need to slightly adjust your lash, then you can use your brush. It's nice and easy and it moves around quite smoothly, and then of course you can clean off any marks if it's left any. So we're just going to attach our bunny's cheeks now. These are the small pink circles that we cut out earlier. Again, just attaching them with water, and I put a little bit of water on the back of the bow and I've just placed that in front of the bunny's ear. We're just going to give our bunny a mouth now. So the piece of fondant that we rolled into a small sausage earlier, I'm just going to fold it in half and then I'm just going to curve each end up. Pop a little bit of water on the front of the egg and just place it just under the little love heart nose. I almost forgot we need a bunny's towel, so we're going to need some modelling paste, roll it in a ball, roll it out on the mat, and then what we're going to do is just use the scour we used earlier just to give it some texture. Of course you can do that with a toothbrush. And then I'm just going to attach it to the back of our bunny with some water. All we've got left to do now is just place some ribbon around the cake board. Your cute bunny Pinata Easter egg is now complete. Thank you for watching my tutorial today. If you enjoyed it, then please hit the thumbs up button, and if you'd like to be kept up to date with my further tutorials, then please subscribe to my channel.